There will be two systems. At the end of our last video on escapism, Ivo dropped a truth bomb on me by pointing out that printing paperback books destroys forests. He said that the people of Earth have to walk their talk, in other words, and go electronic on their book reading. I've been asked by many people to print our books in paperback, so you see the quandary I'm in now. I want to be as forward-thinking as possible, yet I do want to get our information out to the people who want it. I'm wondering if there are acceptable alternative ways to get a copy of our books that don't involve being printed on paper. I put up a form for you to fill in on our website, and this form will pertain to getting feedback on our books only. If you misuse the form for any reason, you will be ignored. This is another thing that we need to get square on, that is respecting others' free will. My free will says that I don't want a barrage of messages sent to me because I can't deal with a lot of stress right now and I don't have the staff to help me with this work. The hormonal imbalances I suffer from have a lot to do with my stress response, so obviously, eliminating stress is one thing I need to do. If you use the form for anything other than what is intended, I will ignore you. I believe many people don't have a Kindle, or perhaps they use cell phones they can't read e-books on. Not everyone has an e-reader, and not everyone has a laptop to read on. So this may be the crux of the problem. There are probably some that get headaches from staring at the screen of a computer too long, are concerned about EMF exposure, or have circadian rhythm disruption from the screen of a computer. Or maybe they feel like a zombie, staring at a screen all day long and actually want to relate to something non-electronic for a change. Yes, we don't live in a perfect world. For those who can read off a screen, it is possible to get a PDF of our books from PayHip, and these files are deeply discounted as well. I see my more recent books aren't listed there, so I'll work on getting them on there this week. These PDFs are printable, but of course, that's your choice. Smashwords also offers my books in different formats as follows: EPUB, MOBI, PDF, LRF, PDB, text, HTML. You can get our books in a .text file, which is readable in Word or on Notepad for those who have only basic computer skills. These files would then be printable as well. An HTML file would be readable from your browser, so if you can open a browser, you can easily read these files. Our Smashwords books are also deeply discounted. Ivo's right, though. We have to start walking our talk. It's all fine and well to wait and to skip over doing it yourself out of convenience, but we are creating our future with the choices we make in everything. Everything. I've seen videos of animals going to logging machines and trying to stop the machine from cutting down trees, which of course is their homes, and it breaks my heart. I also get pissed off when I see people cutting down trees for non-necessities. I happen to like trees, and when I get my place, no tree will be cut down, ever. So, on that note, we're not doing any more paperbacks. I'm hoping that offering PDFs would be a solution for many, but the survey I put up will hopefully clarify your needs and we can get a better idea of how to go forward on this. Thank you for your cooperation. Ivo, this makes a good segue to the subject of the video. Ivo, it does, indeed, my love. And you see now that we are putting the responsibility for change squarely upon your shoulders. Me, yes. I have to choose which is more important, money or saving the forests. Getting the information out is the most important, but I use the money I get from books to support the service I do. So right now, it's important that I get it. I put the money back into the service. Ivo, even as consumers, you have the power to push a light agenda, a more enlightened way of living for humanity on Earth, forward. When enough of you stop buying processed foods, they will not be manufactured anymore. Me, the cabal will find other avenues to poison us, though. Ivo, that may be, but you are astute enough to stay on top of their connivances. You have some very good decoders out there who stay abreast of what is happening and why it is occurring. Others who are in touch with the Alliance are reporting what they can to the people of Earth, in order that you can make good decisions for yourselves. You see how easily vinyl records were replaced by compact discs, which are now replaced with electronic MP3s to listen to your music on. This is pushed by consumer demand. Me, what? They didn't like 8-track cassettes? Ivo, yes, I did not even mention those. Or the other cassettes. You see how easily your technology evolves, and it is because there is demand, so they supply it. Me, I heard you tell me yesterday, though, when I was looking at an old car, that they mind control us about that too. Ivo, they do. You now look at old cars and think they are old and unappealing. Why? Because you have seen so many newer cars? No, because you are mind controlled into constantly turning in your old models for newer, sleeker models. They need the metals to create the new cars cheaply from, and your old car, which may not even be old, but is outdated, is the source of metal for them. So they mind control you into constantly wanting to upgrade your car, your music players, everything. You can do the same thing for yourselves if you are aware enough. You can walk away from the processed foods, and stay with the natural foods. The more you do it, the more you influence the collective unconscious of all. Me, too, can play at that game. When we demand organic foods, and eco-friendly goods, they will have no other choice but to supply them, otherwise they lose business. And that's not their game. Their game is to get rich, off of us. So let them get rich supplying healthy items to us, instead of the nasty stuff they have been. We have so much power but we don't exercise it. Ivo, correct. So this is one example where I have put the onus for change on earth upon your shoulders. There will be more. Do not think that your world leaders, who want to bring positive change to your world, have not been similarly challenged, because we have challenged them. There can be two systems, one better for you and one worse for you. You get to make the choice. Which do you embrace? Right now, you understand you have two presidents. You understand that there are two United States of America in question. There are those who are pro-Vs and those who are anti-Vs. You see the split happening on planet Earth by the day, almost. People are developing two systems. The old system of toxicity, unhealth, and control, and a new system of movement towards health, balance, supportive technology, support of the people as a whole, declaration of the truth and revelation of the lies. This is where you are right now. Exactly at this time. On this day. The two systems will continue. One will continue to grow while the other continues to fade. The more people there are who turn their backs on the old system, in whatever way you have enjoyed or employed it, the better for humanity as a whole. Look at your products, your foods, your healthcare, the books you read. Everything. It can all be changed to become human and eco-friendly. It is up to you. These are times of great change right now. New timelines are being created. Great change can happen but only when you let go of the old. Change is the only way forward. You must embrace change, continue to reveal lies and look for the truth. Me, thank you, Ivo. Ivo, my love, you have done the right thing. You have made a choice that will resonate into the future. Many of you do not understand why you are incarnated upon Earth right now, but I will tell you, you are here to create the basis for life on future Earth. It is up to you to start it now. It has been growing in the collective awareness since the 1980s, and it will continue to grow as more and more of you are affected, perhaps in the same way Sheran's health has been affected, by the toxicity of the world around you. You are here to make sounder choices for those who are here to follow you. Many of you wish to know what you were put on earth to do. It can be as simple as making the right choices now, because as I said, the ramifications of your choices now will last into the future for centuries. That is how important you are now. Nothing less than. You are here to make the right choices. It sounds simple, but you must look into the future and see that you are carving Earth's future. It is in your hands right now. That is how important you are. Me, wow. So true, really. Thank you, Ivo. Ivo, my love, we work with you in order to raise your frequency. A person higher in frequency will begin to eschew lower frequency innovations. They can do nothing but. Sometimes because they are so affected by them. Other times because their consciousness tells them so. Other times because they are concerned for the future of their children, and then realize that they will be born as their own descendant as well. So it is out of self-concern that concern for ecology and higher frequency innovation is born. You have the higher vibration, so now you must act on it. Me, that makes another good point, Ivo. When the Saint Germain funds come out, there will be more money for everyone, so they will be able to afford to make better choices in many areas of their lives. Because we all know electric cars cost so much more than gas-fueled cars. Organic food is more expensive than chemicalized food. Etc. etc. Ivo, that is one use for the money. To make more enlightened purchases, yes. Another use could be the purchase of forested lands in order to preserve them from corporate greed. Me, a bunch of people were just buying a lot of silver in order to drive the price up. I think they were trying to devalue something that the DS had invested in, like the stock market or something. I remember them talking about it, but can't remember the details. Another problem I have, one of remembering finer details or just remembering anything at all, like what day it is. Ivo, yes, your brain is very affected by the hormonal difficulties and by toxic poisoning in its cells. Me, canary in this coal mine. I don't see myself lasting another 10 years like this, not at all. Ivo, your future is as yet undetermined. I realize you do not wish to have your body turned back to a younger state, you wish to retain your age. So we will see what the med beds can do for you, if anything. Me, that's fine. I have another body anyway. LOL.